took us, and he began to speak. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough to count it when the dealing's done. Ooh, yeah. Hey, Drew here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, and I'm playing The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. This is a song actually that's been requested quite a bit from my current student base here in London. So I figured, you know what, I'll share it with you guys. I mean, it's such a fantastic song. Couple of things about this version that I'm doing here. I'm not doing the finger-picked intro. I'm doing it all strum sing-along. So if you're looking to eventually maybe start singing along with it, this will be really, really good for you. And the other thing is that if you're looking to play it to the record, then actually everything is tuned down half a step. So it actually is in the key of E. My version, sorry, is in the key of E, but the actual song is in the key of D sharp. So you may want to tune all your strings down so that you could play my version, or you could do it all as sort of A and E shaped bar chords to play Kenny's version. So if you are a beginner and you're just looking for kind of open chords for the time being, there are some bar chords that even come in with my version later on. Then yeah, tune your guitar down 1 fret's worth, half a step. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. We'll have a look at the left hand and see how we do this country classic. Now, this song starts on an E chord, but we're going to give that E chord a bit of a twist, just to make things a little bit more interesting and sound a little bit like what the finger picking does at the beginning. So for every E chord, I'd like you to do this, okay? Anyway, first of all, let's show you an E chord. So index finger on the 1st fret on the G string, E, A, D, G, B, E. Middle finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, and ring finger on the 2nd fret underneath on the D string. And for this chord, you strum all 6 strings. Okay. Now, let's just show you the rhythm, and then I'll show you what we're doing that's a bit different with this E chord. So this is kind of this is like my go-to sing-along country strum, okay? I always use this one, and it sounds pretty good along to the record. So it's down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. I'll do it a bit slower. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. Or if you prefer, 1, 2, 3, and 4 out. 1, 2, 3, and 4 out. 1, 2. Okay? Now, on the 3 and in the bar, okay, we're going to put our pinky down onto the 2nd fret on the E string, so like this. So you hear that it's just there for the 3 and. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and. We'll just do that a bit faster. Okay, so you're just getting used to putting that pinky there. Every E chord, I'd like you to do that, okay? Especially in the intro. Okay, so you do 2 E's with that rhythm, then we change to an A chord, move your middle fingers down to the D and G string, pinky tucked underneath on the 2nd fret on the A string. And what I want you to do with this A chord is a little bit different. I want you to deliberately hit the E string when you're strumming. Normally with an A we do the bottom 5, but this, we're going to add in that A bass note, so that's called technically an A over E. Whenever a chord is got a slash and then another letter next to it, it means you're changing the lower sounding bass note to something else that isn't common to the chord, that isn't the root note, sorry. So we go E, A, E, E again, and E one more time, B7. Okay, so E to B7. So here's your E chord. Move your index finger up. So I'm going to show you the best way to change from E to B7. Index finger up, to the first fret on the D string, middle finger on the second fret on the A string, ring finger on the second fret on the D string, so there's a bit of a gap for the index here, and then pinky, this is an optional, excuse me, this is optional, but you can put your pinky down on the second fret also on the E string. Then that's a B7. So we then do that same order of chords, so I'll slow it down for you. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, so we go E, E, A over E, 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 B7, E. Okay, now that is the order for all of the verses. Okay, so I'm going to now sing verse 2 so that you can kind of hear how the changes are happening. So he said, "Son, I made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what their cards are by the way they hold their eyes. And if you don't mind my saying, I can see your outer faces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So that is a little bit different, the end of verse 2. It does go back to an A. So for a taste of your whiskey, we're going to be going A over E. So for a taste of your whiskey, I'll be selling you some advice. Okay, and now for the next bit, we're verse 3. So we're E, E, A, E, 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 B7, E, E, A, E, E, sorry, that's not right, so E, A, E, B7. So I'm just going to sing that line where I made the little mistake, just so that you can kind of hear where we are in the song. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right." Okay? And then your chorus. Okay? So we've got 2 E's, 1 A and 1 E. Okay? So I'm just not going to do the full strumming this time. I'm just going to do the changes so you've got time to play with me. You gotta E when to E them. A, know when to E them. A, know when to E. And E again, know when to B7. Okay, so let's do that with the rhythm. So now, this is quite important. Whenever you hear you never count your money, or there'll be time enough for counting. There's a half bar change, okay? I'll show you what that means. You never count your... So you do 2 strums on an E, and then you change to an A for your down, up, down, up. And then we're back to E. So you never count your money, E, when you're A at the E. There'll be time at A for counting. The B7 is done. Okay, so I'll do that whole chorus now, because I think it's important that you hear it all together. So you gotta E when to E them, know when to hold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done. And Then there is a chord change, which really gives the song a whole nice lift. So for the chord change, we're changing everything up a half step. What that means is your E becomes an F, and everything is relative to that change. So let me show you what that means. So now we're going to go to bar chord F, so pressing down the bottom 6 strings with your index finger, middle on the 2nd fret on the G string, ring and pinky on the 3rd fret on the A and D string. Press down really hard, don't bring your thumb up over the top, strum all 6. So the new chords for this are F, F, A sharp. Now what I'd like to do for your A sharp, there's 2 ways you can do it, but I think this way is best for the time being, okay? So we go F. So slide this shape, this chord shape, up to the 6th fret. So your bar finger's now on the 6th fret, your middle's on the 7th on the G string, ring and pinky is on the 8th on the D and G string, okay? Sorry, on the A and D string. And you strum all 6 there. So that's an A sharp or a B flat. Okay, so we're going to go. Every gambler knows that the secret to survive. Back to F is knowing when to throw. Another F, C. Okay, so C chord. Index finger on the 1st fret on the B string, middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D string, ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, strum the bottom 5. And then F, 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 6th fret for the A sharp, back to F, and then A sharp, F, C, F. Okay, so that gives you verse 4, verse 5, F, and when he finished F, he A sharp towards the F, crushed out his last F fret, faded off to sleep. Now this time it's a C7, so you make a C and put your pinky down to fill in the gap. There's always a string gap whenever you make a C, isn't there? So we're going to fill in that gap with our pinky on the 3rd fret on the G string. And then we're going to keep going, so F in the F, A sharp, don't break even F, and A sharp, final F. I found at C7 I could F, you got a F, went to F, A sharp, went to F, A sharp, went to F, F, C7, you never F, A sharp, F. Okay, so that part is once again the half bar, so we do 2 downs on the F, and then down up on the A sharp. And then quickly back to the F. You never F, A sharp, F. When you're A sharp at the F, there'll be time at A sharp, F. C7 is done. And then after that there's an a cappella chorus, so what I do in that when I'm kind of sort of playing this for friends and stuff is I just strum and hold it. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. You could do that, or you could just go, you never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, then bring the rhythm back. You gotta know when to hold 'em. Okay, in that new key change. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I really hope you've enjoyed it and that you're singing along and getting the hang of The Gambler. It really is a great song. Excellent lyrics. It's one of those ones where the story is just so good with the lyrics. Okay, so if you want to see more tutorials just like this, then here's the link to my website. There is tons of free videos there. I think we're bordering over the sort of 120 mark now. There's everything from fingerstyle to beginner to full-on intermediate, just like the record. A lot of my stuff is kind of like the sing-along, campfire, strum sort of stuff. That's what I do. I'm a singer first, to be honest with you, and I'm a guitarist second. But I've always loved teaching the guitar. That's my thing. So yeah, check this, go along there. There's also the student area of my website, which you can join completely for free. There you'll get exclusive tabs, 10 tips on becoming a better guitarist. The first 5 videos in my in my Essential Beginners Guitar course that you can get there also for free. It's just a great little community full of people who I'm sure just like yourself sitting there strumming, learning at home. There's also some bespoke services there to give you some personal one-to-one tuition as well. There's lots of options on the website there that you can go and check out. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, learnguitarinlondon.com. Keep on playing. See you soon.